Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Here we are. We've got Gary Anderson with us down in Taunton. First of all, Gary, nice and connected now as well with Wi-Fi and technology.
We are in the house, but I can't have Wi-Fi out to here, so the PDC managed to get me hooked up with a company that gave me a box that bounces off all the phone signals. So I've needed that for just, my 25, 30 metres away from the house. So it's middle of nowhere.
First of all, how did you find home darts? Was it enjoyable? Strange?
It was strange. I struggled with Dan talking in between each leg. I was pacing up and down, and you've got somebody that you can see when they throw the last dart, so you can walk. I'm standing there just listening for the thuds on the dartboard. It was quite hard, So yeah, it was fun.
As well, knowing you like we do, was that the first time you picked a set of darts up since Barnsley?
I've had a few throws since Barnsley. Home teaching, Phil, takes up all my time.
I was going to say, how's that going with obviously Ty and all the schoolwork that goes with it?
It's going all right. The schools have been great. They've sent them plenty of stuff through. But like I say, it was coming through the internet, so we're struggling to print a lot off. But now he's up and running now. Rachel deals a bit more than what I do because I've got patience that lasts about 5 minutes.
So, imagine as well, it's a bit of a nightmare having two youngsters during lockdown because I'm guessing all they want to do is run around and enjoy themselves.
Oh, they test your patience. They do test your patience, but it's hard for them as well. They can't see their friends, or like I say, go to the nursery or go to school, so they're kind of stuck as well. But fortunately, we've got a decent sized garden, and they can get chucked out there for a couple of hours a day.
We see as well through obviously Facebook and social media that Ty's chickens and everything is still there, and the ducks and everything.
Yeah, ducks, chickens in the morning. I'm probably up usually about 5:30 in the morning. Letting all them out for him because he gets up about 7, 7:30. So I'm the one that's got to get up and do his job. So yes, he needs to learn.
From a darting point of view, is it quite frustrating for yourself because you were just starting to find the old Gary Anderson form, weren't you, when all this happened?
Yeah, it was just starting to come good. Well, it was getting better, put it that way. And then it's all started again, hasn't it? So yeah. And like I said the other night when I played, when practicing, honestly, absolutely fantastic. In between games, when the other boys were playing, as soon as Dan says game on, same old scenario, back to rubbish, But yeah, it's like I say, I reckon it'll be another couple of months before we get back on tour at least. So I've got a good 4 to 8 weeks more practice to get in, so I should be all right, hopefully.
When we were in Liverpool for that final Premier League night, did you ever think it was going to be this bad, that was the last time we'd have seen televised darts in nearly 2 months?
Was that the last one, Liverpool, was it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've lost track of all time whatsoever, Yeah, I knew it was going to be bad, but I'd say to Rachel it's going to get a bit strange here, and it did, But like I say, it's the best thing for us, So yes, and I like being home anyway, so it's a win-win situation.
I was going to say, very similar to this time last year, isn't it? Obviously, but for different reasons.
Yes, I think it was from January into about halfway through the year. And this started in February, March way. So yeah, it's not far off.
As well, match play on the horizon. Well, I say the date for the match play is on the horizon. What do you see happening there? Do you think it will run in its normal date or behind closed doors?
I don't know. I don't know if it can run at all, to be honest, because they're telling you've got to stay away from people. So if we're up Blackpool, we're living in hotels or staying in hotels. You've got aircon units flying through other rooms. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just going to wait until we get it all clear, and then I'll be back to normal.
I'm guessing that obviously you've got a young family, so you'd feel quite uncomfortable going to Blackpool, like with all the surroundings with it and everything like that. Then.
Oh yeah. Like I said, they've got to take in other things like hotel. Where are you going to stay? It's the same when you sit on an airplane. If somebody's got the cold, by the time it comes through all the aircon, everyone ends up with. I think it'll be the same in hotels and venues. So I don't know. I've really not got a clue. I'll just wait until I get the green flag and say it's safe to come out.
It's safe to go out and go and play again.
Yeah.
Mind you, trying to fit 10 months of a season into maybe 3 or 4 months is going to be almost impossible, isn't it?
I can't see me and Rachel are giggling. We're going to go, how are they going to fit all these in? You know, I mean, Pro Tour, if they can get the venue for the 4 tours at the weekend, if we're 7 or 8, if we're like 8 weeks behind the Pro Tour, we could actually go and have a week in Barnsley. You know, we could play for the 7 or 8 days, whatever we need to catch up on. You know, that's not a problem. You know, but same again, staying in hotels and, you know, can the boys abroad travel? Can they get flights across? It's, yeah. I think this year will just be written off, to be honest.
You've been playing darts a long, long time. Is this like, I know that unprecedented's used a lot, but no one's ever seen anything like this in the sporting world, let alone the darts world, have they?
Well, not in our lifetime, is it? I'm sure donkeys go back in dark ages where things that came along and done this, but I mean the whole planet, you know, it shut the whole planet down, you know. So it just shows you that one person about 2, then 4, then 8. You know, it showed how quickly it spread. So it's a bit scary when you think about it.
Obviously, as well, you should be defending your World Cup title in June. Obviously, that's not going to happen. We know people like Peter Wright. You've been world champion. You had that year or 2 years, should I say, of being announced as the world champion everywhere. Is this almost a stolen year for Peter that he'll never get that back?
I've never actually thought about that, but yeah, it could be, yeah. Or the tournaments. But if this Worlds wasn't to go, then he scores an extra year, doesn't he?
Well, yeah.
So there's maybe your downs or your pluses. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, you know. It's you play your life to lift that title, you know, and to kind of get taken away. Well, it's not taken away. It's just, you know, tournaments have to get mentioned as the walk around as reigning world champion.
As well, with the restrictions being lifted a little bit, I'm guessing you're happy because you can now get back out on the fishing lake as well.
I've not been out yet. I've not been out for a while. Like I say, lots to do at the house. You know, the whip's been out, you know, bits of decorating, gardening and looking after the rug rats. You know, so it's, I'll get there one day though. I'll hopefully get out, but I take it the lakes, once it was lifted, I reckon the places would have been bouncing with fishermen. We've been chomping at the bit to get out.
Definitely as well. We see as well, you're doing your bit for charity as well. We've got the Gary Anderson face masks and Snood that's been released with all profits going to the NHS charities, which is a great thing to do as well.
It will be if they all sell, you know, but Dee at Burley Sports, you know, she came up with kind of idea and we says, yeah, just go for it, you know. So hopefully load of folk will buy them, make loads of money, and we can pass it on to the National Health Service, you know, because they've been brilliant. You know, you hear about it in the news every day, but it's not just the nurses, the doctors. You've got the admin staff, you've got the cleaners in the hospital, you've got anyone that's got to do with emergency services are working there, you know. And yeah, they're right in the line of fire, as we say. So, you know, hats off to them, and thank you very much.
I say exclusively on Burley Sports, should be available. By the time we've edited and recorded this, they'll be available for you to buy. Would it be nice that when we do return to venues, if we do have to have some PPE, to see all the fans wearing the masks as well when you were there?
It'd be a bit strange, wouldn't it? It'd be even stranger standing on stage playing with it on, you know. So, but you never know. But listen, get fingers in your pockets, get a couple bought, and I'll go to a good cause, you know. So hopefully we'll sell loads of them.
As well, just before we wrap up, Gary, what else have you got left around the house to do? How big's the list that Rachel set you?
It never ends, does it? It's like how long's it? As soon as you think something else appears, so you never know. But nice weather, you know. So get out and get a bit of gardening done, I think.
Gary, absolute pleasure as always to speak to you. Thank you very much for your time, mate, and hopefully we'll see you soon after lockdown.
Will do. If not, I'll see you in 2021.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Phil.